Hi guys, hi. Welcome. Salam alaikum. How is everyone doing? Come to this live, guys. Let me do a quick sound check. Hope you guys are doing okay. Let's do a quick reaction. And as you're coming in, please, can you guys just be hitting the like button? Please hit the like button as you're coming in. Thank you so much for doing that. I haven't yet seen anybody. I'm sure the system is just taking its sweet time. So let's catch up. Let's do a reaction. I know some of you wanted wanted me to cover this, and here I am. You guys really were letting me have it in the comment section, and my inbox was flooded. And at this point, yeah, at this point, it is fair to say that there is an obsession going on here at this point. There is an obsession going on here. Because tell me why. Why? Why would this man move 2 doors down his ex? And let me tell you, okay, before anybody will come and do eye service here, yeah? If this was a situation where the two exes they are friends, they've worked out their issues or whatever, okay, then it won't even be an issue, honestly. If this is a situation whereby they are on good terms with each other, it will actually be a good thing, because then the children, and let me tell you, okay, if this was a situation where the two of them were on good terms with each other, this would actually be a good thing, because then they don't have to change school. You know, the kids can work out a lot of the things like the school and the daycare. He was saying, there was a video I saw, or was it a post? I'm not sure now, where he was claiming that he's going to send Athena to school or a daycare or something or the other, you know? So if this was a situation where they were on good terms and everything was hunky-dory, then it wouldn't even be an issue. But we are talking about a scenario where this man actively goes out of his way to antagonize her. You know what I mean? They are not on good terms. And the reason why they are not on good terms is largely because of him. Because it is in his best interest for things to get crazy. You know what I mean? It is in his best interest for things to get crazy. And so he wants to maintain the poor relationship for his own selfish interest. So that's what makes this creepy. Like, this is a man who has been seen allegedly in conversation saying that he doesn't care whether she ends up in jail or end up 6 feet under, that he doesn't care. So now, imagine what I would feel when I hear a situation where this same man is now living next door to this woman, so he couldn't find anywhere else. Like, this is obsession. This is obsession. Hi, everyone. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Julie. Hi, Joan. Hi, Dan. Adam. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Ernestine. Hi, Janice. So this is an obsession. This is so creepy, okay? You guys were flooding my inbox telling me that this happened. And so I was just like, let me go and see if Korra knew about that. I thought maybe it was one of you guys with your detective work that you were able to like figure it out. And so I went on Korra's videos and I saw that she actually talked about it. And I wonder when she knew about it, because he's lived there now. He's moved since February, I believe it was that he moved, right? So I wonder how long it took for her to like figure it out, if she's just now learning about it, because she looked really shocked by this. You know, she seemed very shocked that this man has now moved very close to her. Again, like I said, if this was a relationship where they've had their, differences, or, they're no longer together or whatever, and they've decided to co-parent in peace, and not before mouth, and like really co-parent in peace. If that is the situation, if that were the case, I'll be like, okay, sure. I mean, it helps. Instead of having to drive all the way to the other side of town to do the exchange. So it's better if they are closer. It will save them time, because the LA traffic also is something to think about. You know what I mean? But that's not the situation here. Like the fact that he will move so close to her, given the contention in their current situation, to me, like it's just, oh God. Tay Tay need to be, Tay Tay need to, Tay Tay, is this really who you want? Somebody that is still obsessed? Because it's so obvious that Tay Tay wants this man bad. Tay Tay wants this man bad. Tay Tay, is this really what you want? Is this really what you want? A man that is obsessed. This is not even bothering. This is straight up obsession at this point. Okay? This is not even bordering on obsession anymore. This is like straight up obsession right now. There is no other way to explain why this man will practically rent a place. Is this what Tay Tay wants? Is this the kind of man, the man that is unavailable? This man is not available, not to anybody, not to any woman, okay? Not to his ex-wife, not to any of the women that he's using to save face, any of the women that he's using to waste time. Like, he's a time waster. Not that I care, because anybody dumb enough to want to subject themselves to what these women have subjected themselves to, they absolutely deserve whatever it is that he's giving them. I'm just saying out of, it's whatever. So, but yeah, it's so crazy and it's so wild to me. But anyways, let's listen. I don't want this video to be too long. Let's listen to, this is a reaction. Let's react to KO addressing this. When you guys were sending me this information in my inbox, I just really thought this was maybe something that somebody figured out. I was like, I'll get to when I get to it. And then I went to her page, because I still watch her, because Korra is very entertaining. Like, I could watch her forever and ever, And another thing that I absolutely love, when they do the have a beautiful day from the hottest babe, have the beautiful day from Chuku Funanya, Chuku Ebube, Kamsio Chuku. You know what I love? I love how the children had at the beginning, they had a hard time pronouncing their native name, and then over time they actually learned, to the point where even the most recent one that I saw, and Athena was refusing to say her name. Athena was refusing to mention her Kamsi name, and then even what's her name, Junie really ended up saying it for her, and it was so clear. And it was so adorable. I love how initially the way Junie will pronounce her name, she used to pronounce it like an American, Chuku Obubai. Chuku Obubai. But now she's like Chuku Ebube. She's saying it like it with the Igbo accent, the way you're supposed to say it. Chuku Ebube. I love that. I love that. And she's even saying Athena's name, Kamsio Chuku. I love it so much. Anyways, and she's, the more she grows, the more she looks like her mom. And it's so interesting, the two of them, because Athena has a more Afrocentric feature. You know, she has more Afrocentric features, even from her hair. Her hair is a lot more nappier, but she looks just like that man. But then Junie has the more Eurocentric features, but she looks like Korra. It's amazing how that works. She's like a spitting image of Korra, but she has the more Eurocentric features. But then Athena looks like him, but Athena has, you know, a more Afrocentric feature. Like it's a really interesting phenomenon. Anyways, let's do the reaction. Hi Athea, happy have a blessed day. Have a blessed day to you as well. Happy Tuesday.
How come nobody is actually chatting on this Twitch? They're just watching. Nobody's saying anything. Hey guys, welcome to my live. We're just talking about the fact that my daughter came back today.
Right? Dam Stout says, yes, I notice how Athena has a strong African features. Right. She definitely does. But then she looks, I think it's the face. I think it's just the face because she has his face, like the round. I think it's the shape of the face. She has the roundness, but she definitely has the more Afrocentric features, you know.
And she has a low cut. She has low cut on her head. And I asked, what happened to my child's hair? Who cut her hair? And my toxic ex baby daddy says I cut the hair without my permission, without nothing.
The volume is low. I don't know if it'll increase later, but the volume is low. Can you guys hear? Not able to hear, right? Right. The volume is low. Let me see. Yeah, I noticed from my end as well that the volume is low. Let me see if there's a way I can increase the volume. I don't know why it's low.
That is the reason why I will forever share my life about him. Now she's talking about me. I can't breathe.
Okay. You can hear, you guys are hearing? Okay. Okay, but I know that the volume is low. Yeah, even for me, I was like, why is the volume low? I probably should have. Is it better? Okay, okay, okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know, but I too noticed that the volume is low, and I was checking for the volume to say if it was low on my end.
Talking about too. It's working now. Thank you. That's what we're talking about. I don't know about any daycare. I don't know about it. I don't know about any daycare. I think it's just something that is just.
Yeah, because he mentioned a few days ago that he was, you know how he make those proclamation, you know, the way he used to do it like back in the day. So he mentioned that he was going to finally register Athena in a daycare. She's been asking, la, 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 la. So now, because he's the one who has initiated it, and now all of his minions, as per usual, they are okay. because now that he's the one that has initiated it, his minions are just really okay with him. And now all of a sudden, yeah, the kids should be at the daycare. Blah, 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 blah. The kids should be at the daycare. But before, when they were fighting her for wanting to put the child in the school, they had a different energy. They had, because they thought they were punishing her by keeping the child home. They thought it was going to be punishment for her. But now that he has mentioned that, he's finally registered Athena in a daycare, go to the comment section is all the people applauding and saying, yes, what a good father you are. It is their hypocrisy that is just, it's actually interesting how these two people will suggest an idea to the same idea, but just because the person who suggested it, you don't like the person, then you will shit on it. And then when the one you actually like talks about it, suggests it, all of a sudden you are down. It's a very interesting situation. Very, very interesting. But now, first of all, somebody said, let's see if he will pay the school fees then. And beyond that, let's see if he's going to ask her to pay half of it. What if she says no, that she's not going to pay half of it? Just like he did to her that time. Just like he did to her when he literally said he wasn't going to pay. What if she then says, no, you want to put her in a daycare, you pay for it. I'm not paying for it. What do you think is going to happen? I want to see her do that. Do I want the kids to be at daycare? Absolutely, because it is very important. It is very important for their overall development for children to be at the daycare with their school age, with their peers. Spending time with one another is very, very important. Very, very important. So I'm not here saying that I don't think that she should be a school, but I would really like her to say no. You want to I'm not paying half, just like he did her. The same thing that he did to her. I want to see her do the same thing to him that he did to her. When he said no, that he wasn't going to pay, and his minions supported him and they were like, the child does not need to be in school. The child does not need to be in school. The school, I want to see that. I would love for her to say no, no. I would love that. Because do you think this man is going to pay 100%? Do you think this man is going to pay 100% of the daycare fees? No way is he going to pay 100%. There is no way he's going to pay 100%. So I would really love for her to say, I don't have money. If you want to go and put them in daycare, put her in the daycare. I'm not paying. And let me see if he's going to take her to court. I would really love for that to happen. But we know that won't happen.
Nanny. Because I don't know about any daycare. About it. I don't know about any daycare. I think it's just something that is just a nanny.
No, it's not a nanny. He actually mentioned it. Let me even see if I can go to his page and find the post. He actually posted saying that he is finally registered Athena in a daycare, or he's going to register Athena in a daycare. Yeah, it's not a nanny daycare. He said it a few days ago.
Because I don't know about any daycare. I don't have any details about that. During this live broadcast, please send me stars and super thanks. Thank you. We go put her inside star bottle. You reach to put her inside star bottle because why you go to cut your children's hair without asking their mother? Even if you can't take care of it. Is it the money? I'll give it to you. You can't take them to the salon. I'll give it to you. You just trim the edges, the hair is not low. Now you go tell me waiting my picking heavy. Eh? Now you go tell me. Now you are blocked. Now you go tell me. I picked up my child, I can't even hold her hair to braid it. It's so short now. Continuously. Thank you for 200 stars. You put her in daycare. I don't know about any daycare. I don't know. I don't have any daycare name. I don't have any record of that. And if you're gonna put your child in daycare, you're supposed to let the mother know that you're putting her in daycare. These are things that every normal person that is okay, thinking right, will know. Except you're moving crazy. Except you're moving mad. How will you take a child to daycare? You won't let the mother know. You cut the hair short. You won't let the mother know. Gladys McKinley, thank you so much for 100 stars. Appreciate it. This is what I'm dealing with too. All roads lead to Atlanta on the 24th of May. The boss, thanks for the case.
I really, really hope that Korra will keep this energy whenever he comes to her sideways, telling her about the daycare or requesting that she pays a portion of it. I really, really hope that she'll keep this energy and say, did you consult me? Did you have a discussion with me before putting a child in a daycare? Did you? Well, sorry, I wasn't consulted and I'm not paying. I really would love to see her take a stand.
He's not happy. I don't care what is. It's been 4 years since divorce. Like, dude, move on. And stop using your children to try and be relevant.
Look at this clown here. This one says, why would Justin be obsessed with her? She didn't cook good, didn't clean good, didn't wash her body properly. Were you there? Were you there? Did you ever see her wash her body? Did you ever see her wash her body? At least based on my observation, she looks good. She cooks good. She cleans good. She cleans, I don't know, enough. But you know who looks like he smells every day? That you can literally smell him like grease monkey. That's your savior. And I'm gonna block you. Okay? I'm gonna block you. You can still be talking. Sorry, you can still be talking, but nobody's gonna see. Okay? You know who look like he smells? Like every time when I see him in some situations, I shake my head and I wonder how she ever put up with somebody like that. How did she ever? Somebody that look like they smell. Yuck. You guys are crazy.
Cutting their hair. Hey. It's not a trim, it's a full-blown cut.
It's a full-blown cut. You should have waited before chastising the people that were trying to tell you in the comments that her hair had been cut and it was like not looking good. You should not have chastised them and told them, oh, that's a good thing for him to trim their hair because that will be saving you money and all this stuff. You should have waited to actually see what he did before throwing people who were just trying to like help you, get you ready, prepare you for what was going to happen before throwing them under the bus. You should have at least waited to see how the child's hair look like before blaming them and accusing them of being drama hungry, wanting drama, rah rah rah. You know, because now when you eventually saw the child's hair, you actually saw that they cut the hair like in really, really bad. It wasn't a trim. It was like a full-blown cut. Like, you don't even need to do that. Again, if this was not something that he did maliciously, even if they claim that the child's hair is damaged or whatever, who says you have to chop it all at once? Who says you have to chop it all at once? Especially for the children who have expressed to you that they like long hair. You trim it a little bit and then give it time. Maybe 1 month later, you go back and then you trim it, and then you go back and then you trim it again until you get it to, a good, get it to the good condition. You don't just like give it a full-blown cut. She's a kid. She's a kid.
Kadin Wesley, thank you so much for 200 stars. I don't understand. It's not giving mentally okay. Like, who does that? Cut your daughter's hair for clout. Hey.
Who does that? A psycho. A psycho who couldn't possibly care less is who? Somebody who does not love the children, somebody who sees the children as just a money-making machine. That's who does that. Like, he doesn't care. Like, he knew he was going to be double dipping on this. He knew that this was going to like bring a lot of attention. He knew that the mom was not going to like what was done. He knew this. Okay. He knew this. He knew that this was going to trigger a response from her, which was going to bring traffic to his page. He knew this. And that's exactly the reason why he did it. This is not a man that you can have a meaningful, reasonable conversation with. No, he will be forever bitter in his life. The only thing that he was holding on to was the possibility that she will still get deported home, because he's a fool. He believes everything that they tell him, his coven members. He believes whatever they say to him. So that's the only thing that he was actually hoping on, thinking, okay, because they told him somehow that, that she was going to need him for passport. And he believed, because he doesn't know anything about anything. And so now that she doesn't need him, now that she has, she's now an American citizen, she got her passport, her citizenship without him, he will forever be bitter. He will forever be resentful. He will forever look for ways to poke at her, to trigger her, because he's a very, very bitter man. The
clouds, but it's giving crazy. Like, it's giving crazy, bro. Like, you look and sound crazy. How will you cut your child's hair for clouds, for Facebook money, without permission, without anything? You just carry your child, go and cut her hair, low cuts, chop the entire hair. I had to do two small puff here to make my baby look cute. Even if you can't take care of a girl's hair, it's just the principle of it. Like, you don't cut a child's hair without telling their mother. It's a violation. I'm going to speak to my lawyer tomorrow and see what's going on with this, because if we're having full physical and legal custody, I should be able to know when you... Oh, Triple, thank you for giving out a community sub-gift.
Korra, don't make promise again. You're going to speak to your lawyer. Let us not hear tomorrow that you change your mind, because this kind of ping pong, what it does is just embolden him even more and encourages him not to take you seriously. If you're not going to be about it, then just don't talk about it. I mean, let everybody do whatever they want. But I just feel like saying you're going to speak to your lawyer and then coming back and say, I changed my mind, Nain Sabi, I'm not going to do this and do that. It just gets to a point where it becomes so tiring, honestly. Because what he did was so terrible. He should not have done that. Like, this is just him undermining you as a parent, that he can just go and cut the child's hair for no reason whatsoever without first consulting with you, without agreeing upon the length. You know what I mean? Without agreeing upon the length and agreeing on what you guys are going to the length and how far, how short the hair should be. Mhm.
You freaking go and cut your child's hair like somebody that is going through a mental, mental break. Ha. Next time, cut your own hair. Leave my child's hair. Go and cut your own hair if you're having, mental issues. Co-parenting is communication. You cannot just carry somebody's child and go and cut their hair and bring them back. How will you just... make it make sense? I don't get. And you guys were trying to tell me yesterday. I was like, nah, there's no way. Until when I saw Athena.
Yeah, you see, I'm glad she actually mentioned it. And I'm glad that she actually mentioned it, that they were trying to tell her. And then some people came in her comment and were like, no, it was not a cut, it was not a chop, it was just a trim. And then she believed those people, not knowing that there are so many of those people who are just like Bambiala fans. Okay, they are Bambiala fans, and what they do, they will come in her comment section and be downplaying the severity of all the bad things that he is doing. So when people were rightfully letting her know that he had just given the girl a big chop, when people were letting her know, and then she was asking people in the comment to clarify if it was true. And those other people started saying, no, it's just a trim, it's not a cut. She actually believed the word of those people who were saying it was just a trim, to the point where she started scolding the people who were telling her. Not only was she scolding, and she was saying, well, at least that saves me money. At least I don't have to spend my money on chopping their hair. Like, come on. You should have waited until you actually saw it. Because it was bad. It was bad.
Huh. But see, if you see in the beginning of a relationship, you are going to see signs of somebody that is moving mad. Once you see that first sign, run, no.
Yep.
Run, no.
I'm glad that you can tell the story, you can use your experience being married to a cycle. Oh my gosh. Okay. You can use your experience being married to a cycle and use it to, like, as a cautionary tale. Okay? Can use it as a cautionary tale to teach others what to watch out for, what to look out for, what to not ignore at all. Because hmm,
See us now. When did I divorce? I divorced 2022. Date of separation, March 10th. This is 2025, May 18. Somebody is still moving mad. Let me tell you something. Learn from my own. Don't go and enter your own soup. A word is enough for the wise.
this man that she married, is not well upstairs. It's not well. He's not well. Take it from me. Based on my observation, the man is not well. Something is definitely wrong with him. Upstairs.
Through this live broadcast, you can send me stars and super thanks. Thank you. And that is the reason why I will follow.
And now she has seen it. She has seen it. And now that's the reason why she is now using her life experience to like caution others and be like, pay attention to the red flags, pay attention to those anomalies, pay attention to those things that your mind, your instincts are telling you is wrong, and run for the hills.
Ever share my life with you so you can see what is going on, so that you don't fall a victim. I like Oyibo men. I like white men. I like you. The first time they call you the B word, you keep quiet. Oh, they're just Oyibo. Oh, the first time they call you something stupid, or you see a very weird behavior, you do nothing about it. You will end up worse than my situation. And God will bless you. You don't have fans that will help you with lawyer. Your own is finished. Learn from me. Guys, is my start button still working? But it's not working again.
Do you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear what she's saying? The first time they call you the B word, the first time they say things about you that were just not sounding right, like, how can you be saying something like that? You think, oh, you will ignore it thinking, oh, it's just so Oyinbo, it's just a cultural difference. Na lie, you. Na lie. There's no cultural difference. So if Oyinbo respect you, they respect you. If they don't respect you, that's when you get that kind of insult. Look now. Look how hard he is finding it to even date, to even meet any woman, to even like, look how hard. If this man was such a catch, like he's trying to make his people believe, do you think it would be so hard? Do you think it would be so hard for him to find a woman if he was such he was such a good man, like he paints himself out to be? Look how hard it is for him to even find it, to even meet a woman that will manage with him for months, let alone years. The only person that would have put up with the things that, she put up with is Korra. You see, Tay may think, yeah, she's down for this and because she's so desperate or whatever. Eventually, everyone has a breaking point. And he himself, he knows it. He knows it. He knows that nobody wants to touch him with a 10-foot pole. No woman in their right mind will want to have anything to do with somebody like this. Because something is not right with him. And that's the reason why he only parades himself with all these, our sisters who don't know better. Because you think any Oyinbo woman will not smell him from a mile away? Any Oyinbo woman will smell the red flag, will sight it. But our sisters, Oyinbo, we must marry Oyinbo. We must marry Oyinbo by fire, by force. The kind of crap that they will not even take from their black men, they'll be tolerating it and putting up with it all in the name of marry Oyinbo. And all this Oyinbo, they are just looking, they are lazy. They are looking for somebody that is going to put food on the table, be the breadwinner, while they lazy around and do nothing. While they lazy around, they do nothing. That's it. That's all. They are bomb, especially if they have the if they are lucky enough to find, you know, a black person, a black girl who does not understand a lot of things, and the standard of beauty, and the hierarchy and all those things, who's just happy to, like, oh, I always wanted Oyinbo, I'll just date this one. All of them, all of them, they are users. If you see Oyinbo that married a black woman for love and who really cares, you will know too. You will also know. But a lot of them, especially all these ones that are on social media, especially all these ones that are on social media, like, they know what they're looking for. It's not love. It's not love. They're just looking for a woman that will put there, especially because they know that people are generally curious, especially black people, generally curious about interracial relationship. And that's why you see, if you look at any interracial relationship content creators online, the vast majority of their audience are black people. Yeah, whether from Africa, whether Black Americans, whether from the Caribbeans, whether from England, the vast majority of their viewers are Black women. Their Oyinbo does not watch them. Their Oyinbo are not interested, because when their Oyinbo is watching, Oyinbo is seeing the poor treatment that these men are dishing out to the women. The Oyinbo they don't want to be a part of it. They don't want to stand it. They know they can cite narcissism among their brethren. They can cite a narcissist. They know. So that's why the vast majority of their audience are usually Black people, especially Black women that watch them. Okay. The vast majority of the people that watch them are Black women. If you look in the comments, you will see. The Oyinbo women don't watch. Oh. They don't watch, they don't comment, they don't care, because they can see what our Black people cannot see. They can see the narcissism. They can see the abuse that the woman is dealing with on account of the man, at the hands of the man, masquerading it as content. And they themselves, they know. If you look at them, you will just see that they are hopeless. The Oyinbo men, you can just see that this is a Oyinbo woman reject. Like like, if you really look at them, they're not contributing member of the society. They don't do particularly anything. They are lazy. The only appeal about them is the fact that they are in an interracial relationship. The only appeal are that they are in an interracial relationship. That's it. And the woman is left to carry the content, carry the channel, carry the page, carry everything. While he lazes around, all he has to do is just to be Oyinbo, sitting on the couch and doing whatever, being boring. The same thing with Jamie and Nikki. Nikki was the star. Nikki was the star. There's actually a comment that I saw. Somebody was like, when they saw Nikki cursing Jamie out, they didn't even think that Nikki could curse. Do you know how you have to be like? Do you know how talented you have to be a quiet person and still be the star of your channel, of your page? Because she was always doing things, she was always innovating things, she will create things, she will throw birthday parties for her children, she will do the decoration. She was so artsy, she was so talented. She'll clean even the house. When they bought the house, she was the one that did the renovating, the decoration. She did everything. People were watching because of Nikki. And that was why when they broke up and Nikki abandoned that channel for him, he couldn't make anything. He has a channel of 1.7 million followers. Nothing. He can't even break 30,000 views per video now because he's boring. Because he's boring. Exactly. Primrose says they can also see these men are pretenders of being more than. Exactly, because they know. Because what some of our sisters, due to the lack of understanding, cultural differences, or whatever, what some of our sisters will miss. Oyinbo women can actually see it. That's the reason why these men, that's why they gravitate. They'll masquerade it and mask it under my preference is black women. My preference is a lie. Because your people will not touch you with a 10-foot pole because they see you from a mile away and they see that you are bad news. And they will not touch you from a mile away. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, baby. Nah, thank you so much for the 1999 pounds super chat. I appreciate you. Says commenting on Facebook today. Thank you so much. Should I ask your name on Facebook or do we want to keep it hush hush? Thank you. I appreciate you for coming through. Thank you. Somebody said he cannot marry his fellow whites because he knows very well they will not tolerate his narcissist. He's doing all this because KO is African. He can't even do it to a black American. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. If they let him, yes, he can. Wasn't he with and Summer? Yes, that one eventually learned, and I don't know what happened, what led to Summer deciding to leave. But if we cannot say, oh, she can't do it to black American because she was I don't want to say slow, you know, but she was with him for a while. If she was smart, she would have known the kind of person that he was. Okay, if she really was smart, she would have known the kind of person that he was and like kept her distance. But she was with him for a while, you know. And the Tay yeah, I believe Tay she's from she's from Haiti background, Haitian background, but she may be Haitian background, but she was born and raised in America. So she pretty much knows the culture. But look at what she's doing, literally begging for this man, begging this man for a ring. Okay? Begging this man for a ring. Or is it Jiba? Jiba also has Haitian background because her parents are from Haitian, but she was also born and raised in America. Look at what she did for him for free. Now they want to come and claim, oh, my family, oh, my ancestors were the first to reject colonialism. My ancestors, Haitian ancestors, were the first to. But your ancestor may have been the first to the black nation to reject colonialism, but you are here giving it away to an Oyinbo man for free. So let's not say, oh, because black Americans, that's a lie. Because he has also messed with black Americans and they let him do the same thing. They allow him. I promise you, yeah. This man, the only reason why he got away with the things that he got away with was because he married a woman who actually wanted him for love. There are some Nigerian girls that he would have met with, married, that will turn his life upside down. I promise you. And that's the reason why when Marian Awolowo was talking the other day about how Korra is a Jackpot girl, it just really pissed me off. I was like, Madam, are you daft? Can't you tell a Jackpot girl when you see one? You think Jackpot girls will have 2 children for you? This is why I always tell the story of my one of my family relative that a man brought to America. She didn't even wait for her green card to be sent to her before she skedaddled out of there. Okay. So let's not say, oh, it's because because Korra is African, he can't do that to a black American. Yes, he can, and yes, he has. Yes, he has. You marry, there are some Niger girls, if he had met the wrong Niger girl, that girl would have, he will run out of social media. That girl will run him out of social media. So it's not about whether African. He just met a girl. Korra was using her full mind, her church mind to follow him, whereas he was just calculating. He wasn't interested in her. He's not interested in any woman at all. But he bite the bullet, so that, and he also knew that he wanted children, preferably biracial children, but IVF is too expensive, and some women would just take his money and run away. And so he just decided that, let me spend 7,000, because that's what they said he spent to bring her here, which she has more than paid for. She has paid him times 100. Okay. So let me just spend this little amount of money to bring her here and then deceive her into getting pregnant and then have my biracial children, and then begin to start a process of getting her deported, not knowing that when the universe has a way of protecting somebody that is actually following you with their good heart, somebody who does not have any ill will towards you, really wanted to be in this relationship for love, but you, being the calculating, conniving person that you are, thought you will be able to like get one over her, use her, and then get her deported so that you can come and play single dad and be collecting all the sympathy and all the money on social media. But the universe showed you Pepe, because ultimately she wanted to be with this man. She loved this man. That's why she had children for this man. But he had a different plan altogether. His plan was to use her to have biracial children, and then he can come around and be acting like, you know. So that's what I think. Baby Nasi, remember from my messenger in it. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I know. And thank you so much for all the tips, man. Oh my gosh. Mm. You know what I mean? So he should just count his lucky star that he didn't jam one of those correct Niger babe that will really, really put pepper soup water in your eyes. Hey, God, like you be begging for your own life. You met somebody that told you she loved you and she actually meant it. And you, the entire time, you were just pretending because you didn't love her. She was nothing more than a baby making machine that you were willing to put up with until she gives you the children so that you can get her deported. And that is going to be one of his biggest mistakes. And that will be something that he will never live down. The fact that this woman is now a US citizen. The fact that this woman is now a US citizen. Oh my gosh. This was not what he had in mind at all. This was not what he had in mind. What he had in mind was to frustrate her, you know, rally the troops, rally as many people that he can rally around him and get them to like destroy her life and get her deported. And that was why whenever any of those minions would say something about, oh, we're gonna get her deported, he loved it so much It was what he wanted. Like he loved it so much. Terrible human being. But that's the thing. When your heart is in the right place and you're really, really following somebody with your heart, even though they are planning things against you, but if your conscience is truly, truly clean, the universe has a way of protecting you. Let him try and go and find anybody now. He can't. He can't. His house is a revolving door of women coming in and out, flooding in and out. Every market day is a new woman. Every market day is a new woman.
Do you even trust this man? Because how am I supposed to, like it's 50-50 custody, joint and physical. Michael Hogarth, thank you for 200 stars. It's 50-50. I can't do anything about it.
Yes, you can. Yeah, this is the thing that grinds my gears when she say I can't do anything about it. This is the thing that grinds my gears. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Like maybe you don't want to do, maybe you just want to move on, maybe you whatever, but don't say you can't because that's not true. That's not true.
If you cannot remove the braids, all you have to do is say, Korra, I can't remove the braids. Can you take the girls this afternoon and remove the braids? But let me tell you something about narcissists, guys. You see this live video I'm doing right now? This man will take this live video and he will watch it from beginning to end. And he will feel so good. You know why? Because we are talking about him. Even if we're talking about him, talking about how he's insane, how he's not making sense, he's enjoying the attention. That's what a narcissist does. They push you to get a reaction. That's a narcissist for you. We already know this. He's going to watch this live video. He's going to watch it. He's going to drink it. She's talking to me, about me, to her followers, to her fans. This is why he's going to do it again and again and again until when the law clamps down on him, which the law will do, which I'm going to speak to my lawyer tomorrow.
The law will only clamp down on him when you take proactive steps. That's just how it is. The law will only clamp down on him when you take proactive steps. When you're saying 50-50, what am I going to do? It doesn't, the law does, how would the law know? Only when you clamp down, only when you report, only when you bring it to their attention will the law clamp down on him, because what he's doing is not good. And I don't like this narrative of, oh, once the law has already said it, once there is nothing I can do, it's 50-50 custody. I don't like that narrative because it's not true.
But you see, it's worth it for him because that's what narcissists drink. It gives their life a purpose. When somebody they consider to be, they are, is talking about them. I was his supply for years. Not just his supply, my fans, millions of people were also a supply for him.
Somebody says, I'm pretty sure Haley Bailey didn't go through half as much as Kale. Didn't go through half as much as Kale is going through, but still got temporary legal and physical custody of her son in the same state of California. She needs to stop trying to gaslight us by saying she can't do anything. Thank you for bringing Haley Bailey. Yeah, and that's what's currently going on now in the same LA, in the same California. Yeah, she got full physical custody because he was acting away, and she had all of her evidence and she presented her evidence and she got full legal and physical custody. So this narrative that there's nothing I can do, and it's not true. If you're choosing not to do anything, then that's a different scenario, but it's not true that there's nothing you can do. It is not true. Otherwise, crazy psycho people like your ex will be running around doing whatever, all because the law cannot do anything about it. It is not true because there are so many people. The reason why I feel like this needs to be said, there are so many people who are even watching KO and listening and thinking, wow, if KO is going through this and KO is saying there's nothing they can do, then it must be true. It's nothing they can do. But that's not true. It's nothing they can do. But that's not true. It is not true at all.
I was the best supply he could ever get. And I didn't know until I got divorced and I got my education on narcissistic abuse. That's when I understood. But you see me right now, I don't care. Right now, I just want to be able to shake my nyash for Atlanta Carnival, May 24th. This Friday, I'm going to be shaking my bum bum. It dey pain am. But if it dey pain you, why you go carry your pikin hair go cut am? Eh? You know say you dey craze. But you see this attention we are giving him now. He go drink am. He go sweet am. This attention we're talking about him. If Athena has another hair, he go slice am again. He will cut it again just for this attention. Until the law says you can't do that. Tafinga, thank you so much for 145 stars. If Athena has
Right. January says that's what Haley Bailey wanted. Right. At the end of the day, that's true. At the end of the day, it's about what you want. You know, Haley Bailey is taking her child now to Italy because she has to work. She's gonna be shooting a movie in Italy, and she's gonna be in Italy for about 2 months or so. She's taking her child there, with her.
hair that grows tomorrow, he will take her to the salon and slice the hair again because he needs that attention. That is what gives him life. So that's a narcissist for you. But tomorrow I'm going to talk to my lawyer because there's no narcissist that is above the law. And even when you are a narcissist, you must answer to the law. This is joint physical and legal custody. You cannot cut your daughter's hair into low cuts and bring her back to the mother and say, why should I take permission? No, bro. That's even an illiterate knows that. But guys, I swear, you see this live video? He will play it for 20 times, 30 times. It's gonna give him life. He has not gotten this type of rush in years. Korra has not talked about him. Now she's talking about me. I can breathe.
Somebody says the one who swear they are the best Koreans will say you don't know what she's doing behind the scene. I'm telling you. So true. So true. So true. Hmm. Hmm. They'll say you don't know what she's doing behind the scene, but she's here telling us though that she's gonna speak to a lawyer, and then she's gonna come back later again and tell us, "Oh, I've just decided to leave him alone." But the next 4 market days, there's gonna be another video from you detailing the atrocious thing that he just did. How can you continue like this? Nobody can continue like this and be sane. The law is there for a reason. It will never be accepted. I'll never ever ignore when somebody says, "Oh, there is nothing she can do." Yes, there is something you can do. Yes, and he knows it, and that's the reason why I keep referring us back. I keep taking us back to before the last court day, a day or two before they were to go before a judge, when he came out moaning and groaning, talking about how, guys, I have decided that I'm going to just give up. I'm going to give her full custody. Because he knew the lawyer must have sat him down and told him that You are not going to gain full custody because you're probably going to lose your parental rights because of everything that you have done. And because he wanted to get ahead of the story. He wanted to prepare his people because he didn't want them to believe that he lost. So he wanted to paint a different narrative where it was he who gave custody to their mother. He was the one who decided that he was going to give custody to their mother. So he decided to play it that way. So he came live a few days before they were to go to court and was saying that he has decided that he's going to give full custody to her. That's what she wants. Guys, I'm tired of fighting. Rah, rah, rah. It was only after they went to court that they decided that they settled before they could even see a judge. They settled it, and then he agreed that he was going to do what he was supposed to do in the beginning, what he was ordered to do, the terms that he violated. It was only when he realized that, he's seriously going to lose custody of his children, that he agreed, okay, fine, I'll do everything that you want. I'll do everything that you say. Don't bring it to the judge. So they settled it before they could even get to the judge. So, he knows that he's violating, but he also knows that she would never ever take any kind of serious measure to hold him accountable. Okay? He knows that she will never take any kind of serious measure to hold him accountable, which is really what he needs. And then some of her supporters will say, there's really nothing, he's a narcissist. Narcissists will not listen. That's a lie. That's a lie. The last thing a narcissist wants is to actually, get in a situation, get in trouble with the law, especially if there is a history, if there is something about their past that has been buried, maybe something that they did that was sealed, something that they did during their juvenile years or whatever, and it was sealed. And they worry that something might come out. The narcissists, they might antagonize you, but when they stand before a judge, they know that that's an authority. That is a ruling that they must agree to. If everybody is just saying, well, he's not going to listen, well, at least let her try and go. If he doesn't listen, if he doesn't do what the court says, then it will now be JD versus the state of California, because he's the one violating the order. But we're not going to just say, based on speculation on what he will or he will not do, we're not just going to be like, you know what, he's not going to do anything, so we'll just fold our hands and let him continue to antagonize her. That's misleading information. There are so many people who are watching, who are looking for the right guidance, who are experiencing the same thing that Korra is experiencing. And it's misleading information to say, oh, there's nothing you can do. Just fold your hands. Please, you guys, don't do that. If you don't know, say you don't know. There are laws for people like him. And he knew that his time was up. That was why he agreed to the terms that was supposed to be agreed upon from the very beginning. Because if you look at the ruling, if you look at the judgment from the October one, it was the same thing. They just went back to the original. That was what I read it here when we were going over the court documents. I read it here. It was exactly the initial agreement, the initial court decision resolution that they went back on, the one that he has been violating all this time. That was what they went back on. There was no new thing. It's like the judge ended up doing a reset. Okay, so you guys want to figure things out one more time before. Okay, it just ended up being like a reset. Can't keep, because there's so many people who are going through this. You can't keep telling, because when you're saying, oh, there's nothing you can do, there's nothing she can do blah blah blah. You're inadvertently telling those people also that there is nothing they can do, because you're communicating with people who are going through the same thing, looking for help, looking for answers, and you're telling them by your comment, oh, there's nothing they can do, he's just going to keep being this way forever and ever. No.
Eat, I can sleep. I'm obsessive narcissism. And the attention is why he did what he did. That's a narcissist for you. You don't cut your child's hair just so you can get some attention. Jackie.
And it's not it's not the beginning. It's not, and it's not the last time he will ever do something like this. Not until real intervention happens, he will continue to do this. Okay, remember the swinging incident, the one that happened a few days ago, where that he posted. This was not even a live video. This was a pre-recorded video of the child being hurt. He posted it. He was also doing that to get a reaction from her. He also did that to get a reaction from her. I believe there was a lot of negative comments on that video, because the video got 1 million or so views, but the comments were the comments were around 300 comments in a video that gained 1 million views. But that tells me that he was deleting all the comments of people being critical of him. That was also done to get her attention. But she didn't say anything. And then he went back and thought, you know what? Do you think he's not going to keep going? Of course he's going to keep going. He's going to keep doing, he's going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing.
Thank you for 100 stars. Appreciate you, my queen. I miss you on YouTube. June's hair is also cut. Athena's hair is worse. Athena's hair is a little harder than June's hair, and it's literally low cut. Athena's hair is low cut. It's cropped. That's not a trim. That's a cut. That's not a trim. If you cannot maintain the hair.
And then when you have women, for example, women like Tasia saying, yeah, when her son's hair was cut, was chopped, she didn't like it, she was unhappy, but then went on to defend the man that she's desperately looking for his attention. Just babe say there is a lot Korra can do. I simply can't understand what's holding back. As soon as I detected something strangeness from my ex-husband, I went back to court and applied for full custody. Yeah. You literally can. That's the reason why the court is there. The court is not bam, one and done. No. If anything changes, come back to court and have a redress. Okay? The court is not final judgment. We've already decided this, that say no. If there are things still happening, gather your evidence and go back to court. That's why the court is there. The court is not going to, after you're not like him, you're not violating, you're not the one that is actively, going to court filing bogus expertise. And no, you have evidence to back up what you're saying, that he's violating court order, then go back to court and have the court see to it. And this time around, when you go, even if he tries to say to you, okay, let's settle out of court. No, because you've done that before and it has not worked. You've resolved things in court at the last minute, deciding to like settle it without without standing before the judge. What good has he done? He just goes back, he gives you time, and then goes back to being the narcissist that he is. Because I know that once she gets serious about going to court now and really wanting to do that, guess what? All of a sudden, he's going to do the exact same thing that he did last time, begging and pleading for things to be resolved outside of court.
I'll be happy. Of course, no views. Nobody's talking about him anymore. Now he's going to get a couple of views. People are going to go there and insult him. Why will you do that? You shouldn't do that. Why did you do that? All that is what gives him life. Thank you for the hype train, guys. Thank you so much.
I don't think he's happy about it. And that's the thing that a lot of people misunderstand about narcissists. People will say, oh, if you give him attention, no. He wants attention, but he doesn't want attention that is critical of him. Narcissists do not, they like attention, but they don't like attention given to them that is critical, that makes them look bad, you know? So that's the difference. If he really was the kind of person who was enjoying both the negative and the positive attention, do you know what he would have done? He wouldn't come out and be complaining that people are saying X, Y, and Z about him. It would just be enjoying it. But when the attention that he's getting is negative one, that's why you see him in the comments defending himself, calling people racist slurs and calling them all kinds of names. Because if he was having the fun, if he was really enjoying the attention, he would not be in the comments cursing people out. He's only cursing people out because he's not enjoying the attention. People need to be able um to like identify that, you know. And just because he's getting attention or whatever does not mean that you shouldn't call a narcissist out. You just need to know how to do it. Because the reason why he moans and groans about, oh, what they have said about me, what they have done, they have accused me of this in these social media streets, is because he does not like the attention.
Nah, you should have taken consent. And if you tried to take consent, I would have said a vehement no. And I would have done it by myself. But guys, I hope you're watching. I hope you're watching my own life. I hope you're watching my own life. I'm going to talk to my lawyer and see what my options are with this type of behavior, like cutting the girl's hair without asking their mother and returning them bald. I'm going to talk to my lawyer and see what happens. And see what my options are. But yeah, it's not okay. It's not okay. And it seems like it's, oh wow, why is she making such a big deal out of it? The hair will grow. No, it's just the principle of it. You don't do that. That's crazy. If you can cut a child's hair without asking the mother, what else are you doing without asking the mom? Yeah, that's crazy. But see, you see this live video? This is him watching it. Oh, she's talking about me. Oh, he will watch it 50 times, 30 times, because we're talking about him. His life is happy now. You see, it will give him joy. He will be watch his live video tomorrow. If he does any live video, I'm not telling you to go to his page. In fact, you guys, if you know you love me, nobody is going there. But you will see a pattern of behavior, the excitement, the happiness to be talked about by me. The happiness. I have not talked about him this year, in 2 years, in close to how many years? Now he has cut my child's hair so that I can talk about him. That's a narcissist for you. They will do anything for that attention. Anything.
If you give a narcissist an inch, a narcissist will take 9. That's the reason why, okay? That's the reason why you've known that he's a narcissist for some time now. That's the reason why when you get a chance to do the right thing to protect yourself, you take it. Don't believe their fake apologies or their fake apologetic behavior. Don't believe them because they are snakes. And what they want to do is to catch you when you're not looking. Believing them is you doing so at your own peril. Whenever they find that Nemesis is about to catch up with them, they will retreat and they'll start acting like, okay, I'm going to change. We all saw this happen in October. He was very sure. And I have a feeling that it was after having the conversation with his lawyer and he was told that, yeah, there is a serious concern, there is a serious probability that you might actually lose custody of your children. And so he agreed that he was going to go back to the original agreement, original custody settlement that they had. But look at it now. He waited for some time to pass and then now he's back to doing the same thing. That's why when you get a chance to like sort yourself out, especially when it comes to a narcissist, when you get a chance, especially in court, do it once. Do it once. Don't give him a breathing space because you know this person, you've had enough time, you know his behavior, you know his character. You know he's only sorry when the walls are caving in. When you get a chance to do it, for example, take legal actions, do it and save yourself the grief. And save yourself the grief. And if a judge tells you he violated court order, the only option is to put him in jail. Don't say, I don't want to send someone's son to jail. Someone's son did not know that he would do the right thing. Someone's son did not care that he would go to jail when he was violating a standing order, knowing that there are consequences. So why should I care that someone's son is going to go to jail when someone's son clearly antagonizes me day in and day out and continuously engage in activities that is messing up with my mental? Like someone's son did not care about my mental. I'm supposed to care about someone's son's mental. And the thing is that people that are saying, oh, we don't know what he's going to do. This man, he's going to do what he's going to do. If he's doing all of this for attention, he's going to do it. He's going to keep doing until one day he's going to do something that is like irreversible, something that cannot be undone.
Grovel on the ground, they will cry, they will do anything for the attention, including endangering their children, cutting their child's hair. Yep. It was not spite, it was just obsession and narcissism. Jackie, thank you so much for 100 stars. Obsession and narcissism, it's a thing. It's a thing. No, don't worry about it. I'm going to talk to my lawyer tomorrow and see what happens. It's giving obsessed. It's giving obsessed, bro. It's giving obsessed. Guys, I hate to bust your bubble, but do you know that this man moved? I hate to bust your bubble, but guys, do you know that this man moved to 2 houses from my house? Breaking news. Literally down the street from me.
I bet he didn't tell his minions that, oh. He didn't tell his minions that he moved next door to her. He didn't tell them. Because even his minions will be like, whoa. I mean, even the most hardcore supporters of his would have been like, I mean, there's obsession. That's the only way to look at it. Never once did he mention to them that he had moved 2 doors down to his ex. But she's the one that is obsessed with him, according to his minions. She's obsessed with him, but he's the one that is moving 2 doors. He went, God, I beg. American Psycho in the making.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep. The mini house is right next to my house.
She said mini house. Oh my gosh. That is mini house. So even I think it was self-love that started this mini house thing. That is mini imagine. So the mini house, because that's what he can afford, a mini house. You know, Brentwood is very, very expensive, very, very exclusive. He went and rented a studio. He rented a studio. But he didn't tell his people that, oh, he didn't tell his campo that he lives next door to her. He didn't tell them. Shame did not let him tell them that. Because even the most mumu one of them will be able to spot that, wait, okay, this is giving obsessed. This is giving obsessed. He didn't tell them that he moved just a few doors down from her. You are feeling sorry for him right now. What? Somebody says, he's so obsessed with Korra until I'm feeling sorry. Why are you feeling sorry for him? You're the like your feeling of sorry is misdirected at the wrong person, Biko.
Mm-hmm. Breaking news. Breaking news. Mm-hmm. Blogs go carry on.
Oh, Naomi says Junie was about to say it the first time they went to the mini house and KO stopped her. So why is she saying it now? God, I beg go. Hey. Mm. She even kept that secret. Like, that is so weird. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it's not so much about, him moving next to her. It's about the relationship that they currently have, which is non-existent, which is him basically trying to destroy her name, trying to destroy her reputation, connive and collude with other people to try to take her down, you know. So that's the reason why this is like not a good idea. That's what is sending me like the red flags, like, whoa. This is not a cordial relationship. They don't have a cordial relationship. It can be argued that he just wants to be closer so that he can have enough time so that he can monitor her going out and her coming in. And God forbid, if he's planning to do something, he wouldn't have to travel far to do it. But he didn't tell his minions this. So he didn't tell them that he's so obsessed with her that he has now moved closer to her. He didn't tell them that. And she's like, when somebody said when Junie wanted to say, I guess she was like, no, baby, let's wrap that, or let wrap that tiny bit of information. Let's keep that information for now and see how he behaves. If he behaves himself and he respects himself, we won't have to talk about it. But if he doesn't behave or respect himself, we are going to blow the lead wide open and let all of his minions know that he's so obsessed that he's renting a mini house 2 doors down from me. Like, that is the definition of obsessed.
Yep. He's right next to my house. He's giving obsessed. Yep.
Very strange.
Yep. He's giving obsessed. The mini house is right next to my house. Didn't want to say anything, but it is what it is. And now Athena comes back with low cuts. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to my lawyer tomorrow and see what's going on. Yep, it's giving obsessed. The mini house is right next to my house. Didn't want to say anything, but it is what it is. And now Athena comes back with low cuts.
She said she didn't even want to say anything before. You see? Oga, how are you going to explain this to your people? Hmm. How are you going to explain this? How are you going to explain this? Hi, Christine. Christine says, just logged on, Jade. Your thumbnail did not disappoint. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I do my best. Thank you. Your appreciation is greatly appreciated.
Anyway, I'm gonna talk to my lawyer tomorrow and see what's going on.
Who is a blind bat? Somebody said this blind bat, she will never take notes. If she was to be taking notes, she would be gone by now. Who? Who are we calling a blind bat? Mhm. So yeah, it's a crazy situation, honestly. Like it's wild to me. You know, I bet he didn't tell his minions that, so he did not tell them. He did not tell them that he had moved next door. Oh, Tay Tay. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Yeah, that one is just a desperado. That one is just so freaking desperate. That one is just so desperate, looking for um looking for a man that has shown you, okay? Looking for a man. That one is just so desperate, embarrassing herself, making a fool of herself, willing to like sell herself, you know, over a man who doesn't even want, like he doesn't even want her. He doesn't. It's just keeping her around because she's cheap, because she has cheapened herself and she's willing to do anything, you know. She's willing to like do anything for for him to even accept, for him to even accept her. Okay. So yeah. Somebody says some still defending him by saying he moved closer to be with his kids. Like really? So he don't get to see them every other week. They will do anything. These people, they are worse than him. Like they will do anything. Okay. They will do anything to defend. Hama just said, where did you find this picture of JD? It was from a screen. I screen grabbed it from a video where he was looking crazy and looking psycho. I screenshotted it in one of the videos he did. You know, so yeah, all these people, they will look for a way. They will look for a reason. They will look for whatever to defend him. We are not talking about a man like you rightly pointed out. We're not talking about somebody who doesn't get to see the kids. He gets to see them during his time with them. He doesn't need to move closer to them. But that's the kind of person they will say anything, you know. They will say anything to defend him. It's a really, really crazy situation, honestly. Like it is wild. It is so crazy. It is so crazy. But that's what they do. They will look for any reason. When something happens, if you notice the way they operate is that when something happens, they would like wait a little bit, yeah. They will wait a little bit to see the temperature, to see how people are reacting to it, because they don't have the mind of their own. They see that something is bad, right? But they will never come out and openly admit that this is messed up. This is a bad situation, worst case scenario. They will never do that. But what they will end up doing, they will then try to look for their coven people to bring a talking point, they'll wait for somebody to like bring an answer, a response. And then once that answer comes, that's what they're gonna go by. That's what they're gonna run with. It's what they do. It has always been their MO when it comes to things like this. I just hope that KO will take this thing seriously, because who wants to continue like this? Who wants to continue like this? Like, you literally don't want to be known as a woman that comes online every day complaining about the narcissistic ex, even though, yeah, he's obviously the one instigating, he's obviously the one triggering, poking you, and forcing a reaction out of you. But eventually people are going to look at the scenario and be like, what's even going on here? When is enough enough? When is she going to be like done? When is she going to look at the scenario and be like, okay, I need to do something about this because this is not working anymore? People are looking up, people are expecting you to like do something once and for all. You know, people are expecting you to do something because this is not okay. This is not okay. It's not okay that he gets to come here and disrupt your life the way that he does, and say the things that he says, and it's not okay. And all this Oyinbo, they all have one thing in common. All of them, all of them, all of them that are in an interracial relationship, they all have the same thing in common. They all have the same thing in common. There's another one that I like to watch. These ones are a bit older couple, interracial relationship as well, a bit older. I have started to notice some really weird narcissistic behavior. Okay. I really started to notice some weird narcissistic behavior from the man who is the Oyimbo in this scenario. And even their audience too have started to notice, and their audience have started to point things out as well. Okay. Naomi says she needs to speak to a solicitor about that. Yeah. A stitch in time saves 9. A stitch in time saves 9. Like, there are so many people that know that they're married to a narcissist. Somebody was asking her in the comment section, why did you marry him? Didn't you know he was a narcissist? And she said she didn't know he was a narcissist when they were married. Or she didn't know the characteristics, the traits. But now you know. You knew enough for you to use it as an insult, to point it out whenever you guys were having a conversation. You knew enough to point it out that he was a narcissist. My thing is, when you know that somebody is a narcissist, and narcissists, the thing with them is that they will never do the right thing on their own volition. They will never. They will never do the right thing of their own volition. They only do the right thing when the court system is involved, when there is a direct instruction from a judge. That's the only time. They might go on and take credit to and say, you see, I have been, co-parenting in peace, blah, blah, blah. They will take credit for co-parenting in peace, but they will never, ever discuss how they got to the point where they were forced to co-parent in peace. Most narcissists do not choose peace. Peace has to be forced on them in many situations. They don't intentionally go for peace. If that was the case, they would not be narcissists, would they? Like, you have to force peace. You have to force them to accept peace, because it's not something that they will do of their own. They will not. They will not do it on their own. They will not choose peace on their own. They will only choose peace when they are forced to. And the best way to do that is to immediately handle them through the courts. Handle them through the courts. Whenever they decide to say, because whenever they get scared of the consequences, because they know that the consequence of going to court will be dire, the consequence of going to court will be worse for them. And so once they realize your seriousness, and they know that, okay, you are for sure taking them to court, they try to they try to adjust their behavior just enough to get past what they see that you're trying to do, which is take them to court. But if you fall for the bullshit, okay, if you fall for it, if you fall for their tricks and you fall for their scam, guess what? They will go back to how they are. But if you take a look at the situation and you are quick to realize that I don't want to do this, this is not what I want to be doing with my life, and I'm going to follow through on the promise I made that I was going to take you to court. When you actually do that, that's the only way. That's the only thing they respond to. They don't respond to you being nice. They don't respond to you bowing down to them. It emboldens them. But the only thing that they actually listen to is a court order. That way you don't need to do, you put your foot down, you just tell them, you know what? I'm not going to be doing this with you from now till 18 years old. I am not doing this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go to court. And I am going to do exactly what the court says. I am going to follow the law. I am going to make sure that I co-parent in peace. I do not stress you. And then you can keep going to court if you want, but you have to put your foot down. At the initial stage, a stitch in time saves 9. At the very beginning is when you have to do it. True legal means. Because that's the only thing that they actually respect. They don't respect you. They don't value the children. They don't respect the children. They only respect the law. Because if you're waiting for a narcissist to change their ways and become better people, I mean, there have been situations where that has happened, but don't count on it. Don't count on that being the case 100% of the time. Because they will never, ever, ever, ever change until they are forced to. Until they are forced to, until they are faced with legal ramification. That's the only time that they change. And then they'll start taking credit. It's always the same thing. Every time. Oh, this man did this. This man did that. It's getting old. It's getting played out. Will I continue to talk about it? Yeah, because I need other people to learn. Because somewhere on the internet is a young lady, aspiring interracial relationship lady, looking at the whole situation and thinking, I will just succumb, I will just mellow down. And I see a lot of them. There is another one that is on Facebook. I forget their name now. Facebook had just started recently sharing their videos to my news feed. The Oyinbo man, he looks like a dud. The man traveled to Nigeria to marry him. And in the comments, the first videos that I started to see in my newsfeed, People will be asking the man, why don't you smile? Why don't you smile? He's always looking so miserable. One fugly Oyinbo like that. He's always looking miserable. People are always asking in the comment section, don't you ever smile? Why don't you smile? And I'm like, this one that is already showing you that nothing excites him. I don't know. Like, I mean, I know why they go to third world countries. I know why they go to like Africa to go and find women or men, because nobody will touch them with a 10-foot pole in their country where they come from. Somebody said, what's the name? I need to remember. I can't remember now. I've just been saying I was actually going to do a video about it, because like I'm just looking at their situation and I'm just like, this one is a disaster waiting to happen. I'm just looking at their dynamic and I just keep thinking that this is a disaster waiting to happen. Like, he traveled all the way from America to come and see this chick. Like, he never smiles. He never smiles. Oh, you guys, it's like you guys know who I'm talking about. What's their name? Can you tell me their name, please? Because I forget their name. Her name is, oh, somebody say apparently the Oyinbo is known to be a criminal, or Jade. Oh my gosh. What's their name, I beg? Are you serious? Somebody says his record even shows that he's a ex-offender. I have been seeing them. Hey, God, I beg. You see the people that are ex-offender. Schmez offender. The word that rhymes with schmez. Oh my God. That's why they run to all these African countries. That's why they run to African countries to go and find unsuspecting women. What's their name? Who can tell me their name? I want to search for it. What's their name? Because I keep seeing them, but I never remember to save their name or anything. But I keep seeing their videos in my news feed, and I'm like, who be this one again, Seth? Who can't be this one again? Huh. Oh my God. A child schmess offender, not just any other offender, a child schmess. Oh my God. Eugenia, what's her name? Remind me of her name. I forget their name now. I think I actually snoozed them. I was like, why? Who be all this one now? What's their name, please? So that I can share them with the people that are asking. I've been meaning to talk about them for some time. I say, all these our sisters, eh? All this Oyinbo na Oyinbo mentality, like this is so creepy. And now come to find out, he's a schmess offender, a child schmess offender. Hey. Hey. You think they will stop? You think they won't do it to the children? I know, me too. Eugenia said, I never check the name. They irritate me. I know. Same. Are you serious? Hey, our sisters, why? All this Oyinbo na Oyinbo mentality, like it's getting played out. Hey, gosh. Hold on, let me check. I'm checking. The name that you wrote, it didn't show anything. Hey, God. No, that name does not look familiar. Oh, that's his name. Oh my gosh. Hey, my people, why? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Oh my gosh. Look what I found. Oh, it's been taken. It's been taken out of oh my gosh. It's been taken out of I just searched the name that you guys typed just now. And then the result showed me an Instagram page. I tried to click on it and they said it's no longer available. It says something went wrong, there's an issue, and the page could not reload. So that's basically what it is telling me. Oh gosh. Oh my no. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, this is them. Oh my God, my sisters. Why? This is them. Hey. Look at this one. He's just happy. Don't catch your yimbo. You don't catch your yimbo. Look at this one. You don't catch your yimbo. You don't catch your yimbo. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at them. Somebody said, when you order a husband from Timu. Hey! All in the name of Oyimbo. Ah, God, I beg. Oh, God, I beg. God, I beg. Ah! Ah! You think they will stop at a stranger? You think they won't do it to their own children? You think they will stop with a stranger? Hey! Do you think they will stop with a stranger? You think they will do it to somebody else? Do you think they will do it to their own flesh and blood? Then you are in for a rude awakening if you think they will not do it to their own flesh and blood. Hey. Oh my God. Let me read this post here. Ah, my God. This post says there is a growing public outrage following reports that Frank Joseph Abel, a convicted child schmex offender from Washington State, United States, has been granted a Nigerian visa and is currently residing in the country. According to multiple social media posts, Abel recently married a Nigerian citizen at the Ikoyi marriage registry in Lagos and has been seen interacting with children since his arrival. Hey, my God, oh, wahala. Hey, my God. Charge Jehovah Armageddon. His presence in Nigeria has sparked serious concerns, particularly regarding the country's visa vetting process and the lack of strict background check on foreign entrants. Now, let me ask these questions. After serving his jail term, what has he been doing for a living? Why did he come to Nigeria? Where are his family members as he is just alone representing himself before his in-laws? The girl in question, what does she do for a living? What is her motive of marrying this guy? Did they go through marriage counseling? Is she aware of this guy's past, or is it just about stomach infrastructure? Can kids still be safe around this Oyinbo guy? So many questions to be asked. But when social media in-laws will keep having a long ride of discussion over their wedding, which seems like the girl is the only one excited, my only prayer is that she will not come online in the future to seek for anything like justice. It's a scary situation. God bless their union. How can you say all of that and still say God bless their union? What kind of rubbish is that? God bless their union with what? God bless their. I don't think it's from a rich family. He doesn't. He's always complaining about money. He's not from a rich family at all. They don't need to be from a rich family. Like they all they need is just to buy their ticket. They think with the conversion rate, if they have like $3,000, they can convert it and they can live like king. That's what they think, but that's not true. Because he doesn't. He's always complaining about money. It doesn't strike me as somebody who comes from a rich family. But this one that is saying that is praying for them, like, why are you praying for somebody that is a schmex convict? She's schmex offender, child schmex, for that matter. Hey, nobody came with him. He came alone to come and marry. Now only in Waka come marry. And somebody says, damn, did he wipe? That's what he does. And that's the reason why a lot of people are just giving this whole situation a side eye. This guy obviously has a mission. He doesn't love this woman, he doesn't care. He obviously has a mission. There's a reason why he came. He probably done his research and he probably thought, okay, he'll be able to get away with whatever it is that he's doing or that he's allegedly been accused of doing in the past. Like, it's so obvious. Whenever it will pop up on my news feed, I'm always wondering, like, I guess he didn't know that people will go and research. They always think, oh, maybe they think that Nigerians don't know how to do background checks. I guess he didn't know that people are going to do their research and find out this really, really scary thing about this guy. Like, this is scary. This is really, really scary, guys. And it was with a child, with a child. Look at him. This is his face all the time. Like, he's not exciting. I didn't even know that he. Hey, God, I didn't even know. I didn't even know this history about him. Hey, what is wrong with our people? Seriously. He wipes it off. He wipes off the kiss. Hey. Oh, somebody says after Nigerians roasted him, he returned to the US and said he didn't like Nigeria. Of course. Of course, he's going to say that. Of course, he's going to say that. All these our sisters. Why are you people like this? Why are you people like this? Why are you people like this? All these our sisters. Why? Why so desperate? Why so desperate? Jesus. And all the children now. The story is all over TikTok. Oh. The story is all over TikTok. And let me show the woman that is with. I put a couple $1,000 on your wrist. They can't touch me. I ain't never see this kind, babe. You remember that song that time when it went viral? This one was just looking for a Yimbo man to do viral content with. What is she saying? Somebody says she's defending him. What exactly is she saying? Is she saying he didn't do it, or he has repented, or what's her defense? How is she defending him? Our sisters, let us do better. Let us do better. Let us do better. Let us do better. Let me mute this one because of copyright song. This is them. Is the song still on? Kai. Look at him. Jesus Christ. Hey! Our sisters, why do we do this to ourselves? Why? Why? Like, I am so short of words. Oh my gosh. They know why they cannot find a woman in their country. They know why. They know what they have done. They know what atrocities they have carried out. They know why they can't find a woman in their country. Why they go to third world countries to find a woman. They know. They know. Now, wow. She said he's a changed man. That's how she defended him. Do they really ever change? People like that, unfortunately, they never change. They never ever change, ever. And that is the truth. Because for them to sink to that level, it is an illness. They never change. If they've not been caught doing it, is because they've not been caught, or an opportunity have not presented itself. That's the only time They never, ever, 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 ever change. Now, wow. She's so happy, eh? Like she has won a jackpot. She's so happy. Ah. So you guys, well, I wonder if they're still on Facebook. Could it be that? Look at him. Look at them again.
You think I look good, Mr. Armstrong?
And she's so young. She's so young. Hey. Now, wow. It's so unfortunate that our people have now made themselves last option for anyone. Anyone. I'm going to speak more on that in a different video. But there's this thing that I see where people just go, people are now just the last option. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Hit the like button. I need to go make dinner. I might come back later, but we'll see. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you guys so much. And I will catch you later. Bye, guys. Whatever you do, don't mess with a schmess offender. Bye.